All right. So did Senua Saga Hellblade 2 fall victim to the Xbox tax? Well, let's find out because as you see on screen here, a lot of outlets that love the first one didn't love the second one, and what confuses me about stuff like this, reviews like this, is that Hellblade 2 is pretty much it's literally a sequel to Hellblade 1 in every sense of the way, from combat to the puzzles. Uh, Hellblade 1 was a short game. This is what I understand. What they loved about Hellblade 1, they hated about Hellblade 2, right? The Hellblade 1 was a short game, was a 10-hour game. Hellblade 2, right, is a shorter game, about a 10-hour game. Hellblade 1 had a lot of puzzles and walking. Hellblade 2 has a lot of puzzles and walking. Hellblade 1 had a fairly simple combat. Hellblade 2 has a similar combat, but in my opinion, just more intense combat, right? Where you push X for the light attacks, Y for the heavy attacks, RB for the blocking and parrying, press A to dodge. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, that type of control scheme is pretty comparable to most type of action adventures games like that. So when people who played, and by the way, in my opinion, this is why people think it's the Xbox tax. Both, if you played both games, you see that Hellblade 2 is literally just the sequel. I can understand if they had the same complaints for both games, right? Because someone like me, not the biggest fan of the slow walking stuff, so that's my complaint of both Hellblade 1 and 2. Then you get to some of the other aspects. The cinematography is beautiful. The graphics are phenomenal, even better. And I've never played a game that was this good, going seamlessly from cutscene to combat, to gameplay. And then when I do get into combat, it's intense. I'm telling you, as someone who's played both, the gameplay's more intense than the first one, right? So when I'm looking at people like Jessica Coswell from GameStop, who loved the first one and it's such an important game, and then with the second one, the game has all these issues. It just doesn't ring true, and this is why I tell the Xbox fans and Xbox community to just enjoy Xbox on its own. A lot of them want it, and I could tell that a lot of them want the same love PlayStation and Nintendo gets, but it's not gonna happen. And they really need to just come to peace with that. You need to come to peace that after 2013, don't expect Xbox to get that universal love. Yeah, sure, every once in a while you'll get a game or two that gets it, but the Xbox community has supported games that got plenty of hate, like State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves. So just keep supporting these games and they'll be fine. As a matter of fact, I saw that Microsoft greenlit Ninja Theory's next game. I don't know why the article's assuming that it's going to be Hellblade 3, but when they got Project Mara in the works, but still, the game's going to do fine. The game's going to do great. It's a fun game, and like my personal sense is that it's got pretty much the same score as the first one, around the 8. Because the actual combat and gameplay is fun when you get to it. I'm never going to be a fan of slow walking, and I don't change my stance just because it's an Xbox game, but yet it does everything else so damn well, and it's immersive. The game is immersive. This is a game where I do feel I'm right there with Senua and feeling her struggles, and not a lot of games give that feeling. But that's the main point though. Xbox fans, Xbox community, just let it go. We don't need to have the same conversation after every Xbox game is released. We had this conversation last year with Starfield, with Redfall, with Hi-Fi Rush. I mean, there's literally a reviewer who did want to give Hi-Fi Rush a good score because Microsoft had a weak 2020. It was some stupid reason like that, right? And this is what you get. So my advice is that instead of every time that this happens, just let it go. Just enjoy the games. Just continue to support these games. And if you like it, but YouTubers and reviewers don't, then so be it. Do you know how many games that I've enjoyed that's genuinely hated? Um, Hell, there even I've even been accused of liking woke games just because I said that I like the gameplay, and that's really it, you know. And there, someone like me who's a gameplay guy, right? Um, I've always said, if I have fun playing the game, everything else falls into place, and I could be forgiving. But that doesn't seem to be the pace with anybody else, right? This is just the gaming landscape now. It's unfortunate, but other than that, you know, guys, keep enjoying Hellblade 2. Keep enjoying another great game from Xbox, and I'm out.